Thank you.
I'm Sam Bornhorst. I'll be doing the interview. The girls' team had a pretty successful year this year. What are your reflections on this year?
This year I thought we had a very good year in terms of rebuilding. We came third in the league. Our home record is 11-1. Our lone loss was to the state champions, Thunder Ridge, by 9 points. And except for a bit of a tragedy in the middle where Tacania got in that car accident, we were really moving along good in preparation for the playoffs.
You have a very young team with players like Francesca and Sydney and Noah. What are you looking forward to next year as the season comes rolling around?
Great point. Very young, and we started our spring play 2 weeks ago, and everybody's involved, which is great. The development of Sydney, obviously playing lacrosse varsity, is helping her athletically, and Francesca, as I mentioned earlier, is gaining leaps and bounds every day she's on the court. With only one senior returning, Corinne Cheney, I think the future looks very bright.
Speaking of Francesca, what is it like coaching a player who's never really had a lot of basketball training before?
Another good question. September 21st last year, I got the call that there's a girl in the gym that can dunk the basketball, and I wasn't there, and so I met her, and she expressed her interest in basketball, and I said, "Have you played before?" And she said, "Well, I watch video games." So her whole idea of basketball was taken from video games. And so she does stuff around her back, through her legs, and you have to kind of take the and one out of her and teach her the rules of the game, such as 3 seconds or double dribble, or just the rules of the game before you can teach her all the aspects of learning how to play. But that young lady went from playing JV, picking up basketball for the first time, to starting in the state tournament this year as a freshman. And an incredible athlete that is so fast, so strong, and like I said, she dunked last week in a rebound putback. She's going to basically make the name for Regis basketball like Missy did in swimming, because there's only 5 girls in the country that can dunk, and now we've got one at Regis, which is very special.
So obviously Francesca is going to be a reason to come to Regis basketball next year. What are some other reasons that people should come out and either watch it on a broadcast or come out and see the live thing for basketball next year? Girls division.
When you look at our overall talent, we went to 9 straight Final Fours, won 3 states, went to 6 finals. I think the standard is coming back. I think once we won that back-to-back, we came third in the country in 2014. 7 kids went D1. We had a bit of an awestruck situation where kids didn't want to come to Regis because they were fearful that, oh no, the program's way above their level. And we had a bit of a lull. And now, in the last 2 years, girls such as Fran have come in. Corinne came in, and we're building it back up, and so the standard is there, and with the strength and height and power we have, we got invited back to New York City for the big tournament, we got invited up to Spokane for the FITS tournament. Under Armour is still sponsoring us now as one of the top 10 programs in the country, and I think the energy's back around the program where I think people are going to start filling the seats again.
Okay. And my final question, I am the president of Comedy Club of Regis Jesuit, so I like to end every interview with a question: who's your favorite comedian, stand-up or otherwise?
I'm a Canadian, so obviously Jim Carrey and John Candy are my 2 all-time greats. But yeah, I watch a lot of the old stuff. I like the funny stuff like SCTV, and obviously Dumb and Dumber is one of my favorite movies.
Well, thank you.
Yep, thank you very much.
Thank you.